Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Blue Runes by Stuart Sharpe. This is Stuart's premier puzzle for Sudoku adventure. You may have noticed we were running a little low on consistent setters, so I put the word out for more setters. If you are a Sudoku setter and you're interested in joining the team, do give me a DM on Discord and we can talk about it. There's kind of an application process, so be prepared for that. Just making some puzzles that you think are good for adventure. So if you want to come prepared with, maybe three puzzles that you think would be adventure appropriate, that haven't been featured anywhere else or published anywhere else yet, just make them on the spot. And that can be your application as well if you want to save a little time. But yeah, cool. So welcome, Stuart. Welcome to the team. Looking forward to what you create for adventure. So this puzzle does have normal Sudoku rules. So in each row, each column, and each 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We also have index lines in the grid. So the diamond tells us where the beginning of the line is. Digits along a line determine the location of their index on that line. So for example, if the second digit, let's use this one. If the second digit along a line contains a 4, then the fourth cell along the line contains a 2. So what you do is you say, okay, well, I placed a 4 here. What index is that at? That's at 1, 2. Okay, so that means at index 4, where I placed that 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, I need to put a 2. All right, and you'll notice that this is a little, I don't know if this is a hint or not, but you'll notice that that does force them to pair up, right? So this 2 also points at the 4. So it doesn't matter which one you get first, if that's what you're worried about, right? If I place a 2 here, it's at index 4, so I need to place a 4 at index 2. Sorry. Because the 2 is at index 4, I need to place a 4 at index 2. So you swap the digit and the index. So anyway, you can swap them back and forth all you want. Anyway, and that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. Alrighty, so probably the easiest deduction to make about index lines is that a digit on them cannot exceed how long they are. So this is only from 1, 2, 3. And then I already kind of talked about the other deduction you can make, which is that they always pair up with each other. So on this line, we're either going to, because we know that we don't have, okay, well, let me put it this way. A cell can either self-reference, in which case its buddy is itself, or it pairs up with another cell on the line. And because we know this isn't a 1, we know it's not a self-reference, which means that it is going to buddy up with one of these two, and then the other one self-reference. I don't know if that's useful in this case, but we do know 1's one of these. So 1's up here. And then this is going to be 4, 5, 6. So what we know from this is that these are pointing at these. And so these are from 4, 5, 6. This line needs all of 1 through 6 once each. I guess that's the other thing about the lines. You can't repeat digits, right? If you repeat a digit, then that means you have 2 different digits at the same index, right? Let's say this was 4 and this was 4. That's telling us that at index 4, we need both to put a 3 and a 5, which we can't do. Right, so you're not gonna repeat digits, and so these 4, 5, 6 are gonna uniquely point at a 1, 2, 3. But we know these can't be 1 because of our corner marks. That places the 1 here, and then that's gonna buddy up with the 4 over here, leaving a 5, 6 pair to go with a 2, 3 pair. Perfect. This is a 2, 3 pair. We need 5, 6 in this column. So if this is 5 or 6, that does mean there's a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just making sure it's 6 long. That does put a 1 in one of these two because this 5, 6 is gonna place a 1 either here or here. And so this can't be a 1, and that places the 1 here. And now the 1 is in slot 2, so that's going to put a 2 there. And then that's the 3 self-referencing, giving us the 3 and the 2. This 3 is in spot 5, so the 5 needs to go in spot 3, and then this is the 6, which does put the 2 there. Perfect. Okay. Let's just write out our roping here. This is 1, 2, 5. That's not a 1. And this is 3, 4, 6. All right, this is a 4 length long line, so it can't be a 6. In fact, I might as well just put 1, 2, 3, 4 on it. We know the 1 can't go in any of these, so this is our 1 and it self-references. That means we're going to have one more self-reference at least. 2, 4 pair, though, on the line does mean this has to be the 3. So the 3 self-references, and then the 2, 4 either self-reference or they reference each other, but Sudoku will just tell us that. This is a 5, 6 pair. Let's see, I need a 3 in this box. That goes there. 3 is down here somewhere. I bet it's this line here that we got to think a bit more about. Let's do as much Sudoku as we can, though. This is 2, 4, sorry, 2, 3, 4. We know that's not 2 or 3, so this is our 4. 4 is, so that's this 2, 3 pair. So that makes this 4, 5, 6. Okay, this is 2 or 3, and that places the 2. So the 2 is going to be in one of these two. I don't really want to corner mark that. Let's see. Do we know much about these two here? I'm not sure. We know, okay, actually, where's 3 go on this line? That's a really good question. 3 is, say, not here, and this isn't a 3 either. So the line needs a 3, and needs one of each digit. So that's our 3, that's our 2. 3 places a 2 there. Okay, and we get the 3 placed here as well. The 1 ends up placed here. That's a 1. That being a 1 makes that have to be a 6. Whoopsie. Whoa. This is 4 or 5 pair, so that's a 6, that's a 5, that's a 5. And so I feel like I missed something here. We already have a 2 in the box, so that's a 5. And then this is a 4, and it should work out. 6 and 1 pair up, 3 and 2 pair up, and then 4 is self-reference, 5 is self-reference. Okay, that's 5 and 4, that's 2, that's 4 and 2. So they reference each other, that's 6 and 4. This is a 6, this is a 5, and this is a 6. And we're done. Very nice debut, Stuart. I enjoyed that puzzle. Had some interesting logic, but I feel like if this is your first time doing index lines, it just kind of forces you to make those 3 important deductions about them. No repeating, the self-reference versus pairing up thing, and then also no digits beyond the length. Cool. Well, I hope you enjoyed this as well, and if you did, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.